Ramanayaka coming in to bowl the first delivery. And there's a run. Looking for two, but deciding against it.
Well, it's always nice to get underway first ball of the match, isn't it? And Wessels had no trouble at all tucking that one off his legs. Old Champaka Ramanayaka, he's not really a speedster. He's a gentle, fast medium.
And here's all poor fielding in the gully. Caper's going to pick up one. He's coming back for two. He might have to hurry, but not a very powerful throw. Caper trying to catch up with that one. A loud appeal, and umpire Steve Woodward. He moves his counter, but not his finger. I think that was...
Very difficult to move a counter without moving your finger, but in fact...
Oh, he does it with his thumb, Henry. Hitting the pad. And confusion here amongst the South Africans.
Oh,
that
it would have been out.
And really, that was a poor run. The communication was bad. They didn't seem to know what was going on.
What they didn't seem to realise was that Anya Asiri throws with his left hand. That was the great mistake there. They hadn't worked that out. They thought he was a right-hander, in which case it was as safe as a house. But...
oh, it's dodgy business.
It's a good shot, a lovely shot from Caper. Down the ground for the first four of the day.
Well, as we're going to see here, this ball was one of the few that they've overtossed this morning, and Caper was able to get on the front foot, and no one straight, and only had to beat the bowler there on his follow-through, and it was going to be 4 runs.
Gee, that stump vision shot was a beauty, wasn't it? Magnificent stroke. Great camera. And over the top again, through mid-wicket. And another boundary, once some more. Wickramasinghe over-tossing. Remember, he's bowling up into the wind, but over-tossing 2 balls in a row, 2 fours to Caper.
As we're going to see here again. 2 full, middle of the leg, no one out. Only had to clear that inner ring, and it was 4 runs.
It's a good shot through extra cover for 4. That's a lovely shot. Over-tossing again, Wickramasinghe. And Caper, who's already shown a liking for the drive, smashed the ball over extra cover.
Yes, we're seeing here once again wide and just 2 full. Actually hit that on the up. He hit it very well.
Oh, big-headed bowls. Caper went to lift it over the onside field as clean bowls. And Herath has the first wicket of the day. Frustration from Caper. Out for 18. It's 27 for 1 in the 14th.
Well, you're right about frustration, Grant. He had to get on with it. Obviously, Anna is the one to try and dong and get away. He missed a little bit of turn there. He's been out there for a long time. Out for 18. Bowled Anna. Well done, Sri Lanka.
Kirsten chases it across pace, delightfully through the covers. And it's just stopped, isn't it? No, it's a boundary. A lovely shot from Kirsten. So that's his first 4 of the day.
Well, I'm not so sure that Aravinda De Silva can afford having Gurasinghe bowling with his record, but there's Kirsten. I mean, he just delayed the shot and just rolled his wrist over, just reached for it and timed that beautifully.
Down the wicket, and he thumps it high, wide and handsome. That's a fine shot. It's 6 runs. Well, what a lovely straight hit from Peter Kirsten.
There was nothing wrong with that. It was a marvellous stroke. My goodness me, he's a good player, this chap. He's powerful, he's strong. He may not be the most elegant of players. Short men seldom are. But he hit it. Gosh, he hit that like a kicking horse.
Gurasinghe around the wicket to Wessels, and here comes the Sri Lankan 50. It's 1 down to 3rd man. The South African 50. South Africa batting first after being sent in by Aravinda De Silva.
Gurasinghe's a little bit loose, but a lovely shot from Kirsten there, angling the ball down to a fairly fine 3rd man. It's a lovely shot from Wessels. The chase for Gurasinghe, who loses his hat just before the ball is picked up, so Hatters loses his hat. Over-tossing, but Jayawardene again, beautiful fielding. Doesn't he attack the ball, Bob? Kirsten pulling Gurusingha behind square. Gurusingha should cut it off. Marvellous fielding. Kirsten playing high, wide and handsome. 3 mid-wicket. That's 4. That's a good shot. A good piece of aggression from Peter Kirsten.
Vessels, he gets it away on the leg side. I thought for a moment he was going to get his first 4 there, but he won't. He'll get 2. So that's a 50 partnership between Kepler Wessels and Peter Kirsten. And it takes South Africa now to 79 for 1. Crashes this one through the covers. That's a beautiful shot by Kirsten. That's 4 runs. Marvellous shot by Peter Kirsten. End of the 30th over, 87 for 1. Kirsten tries to go over the top. He's not going to get caught. In fact, he'll get a couple of runs. Well, one of the ironies of cricket, if he'd hit it properly, he would have been caught. He may have only got 1 run. But because he made a mess of it, he got 2. There he goes. That's a beautiful
one, isn't it?
shot. 4 runs. Dead straight. Kirsten goes to 37. It's 98 for 1 at the end of 32.
We were under instructions not to get him out.
Here's a single from Peter Kirsten, and that brings up the 100 for Sri Lanka. It's taken for South Africa. It's taken a little 33rd over to do it. So applause around the ground. And he hits that well, backward a point. It's a long chase around there. This should run away for 4. It has.
That was a good shot. It was almost a good length ball. Very risky. It was a good piece of improvisation.
In the air this time, he could be caught. He is caught.
It's a very long straight boundary, this. It was bound to happen, that, I felt. He got away with it once or twice earlier, and that is what Sri Lanka so badly want.
Yes, Peter Kirsten, frustration finally taking its toll. Kalpajay bowled well today. He's gone to hit him over long off. He hasn't got it all the way, and Hatrasinghe down there takes a very comfortable catch. So the end of Peter Kirsten, the second South African wicket has gone, 114 for 2. And he's gone this time. Kepler Wessels gone. Hitting it straight back to Ranatunga, who takes a good catch. So South Africa losing 2 quick wickets. Kepler Wessels' long and sometimes tedious innings has come to an end. And that's what happened. Ranatunga, good catch. Oh, swinging it away. Good shot by Rhodes. This is an excellent shot. He picks up Ranatunga and swings him away behind square. Real aggression.
That was a fine stroke, wasn't it? He hit it beautifully. A lovely shot.
A bit gentle, the delivery, angling down leg side, but Rhodes did everything right. And slower ball. Oh, what a catch!
That was a stunning catch. Jayawardene, I mean, he hit that beautifully. What a brilliant catch. If that doesn't go at the top of the classic catches, I'm a Dutchman.
A beauty, yes. Well, Rushmere crashing this one into the offside. Jayawardene reasonably close to the bat, diving away to his left. Gentle little delivery, thumps it. And goodness me, what a catch.
Taken with both feet off the ground, absolutely stunning. Reminds me of Bob Cunis at his prime.
Bob would love that. So 128 for 4.
Oh, dropped. Jonty Rhodes getting a let off there, hit straight back to Anurasiri. Jonty Rhodes just chopping it down to backward square. They're coming back for the second. This could be close. He's home. The throw wasn't quite low and flat enough. Short. He's hit it in the air, but hit it safely. He's got 4 runs down to fine leg. Bad delivery and quickly picked up by Rhodes.
Yes, yeah, he drops it going down the leg side short, and Rhodes has been sweeping all the spinners and quite keen to do it. He picked exactly the right place. 4 runs.
Swing and appeal for a stumping, then it's successful. So Kranya just hitting across the line gives Don Anurasiri the wicket, his second, and a marvellous stumping from Hisham Tilakaratne ends the innings. Well, he overbalanced, didn't he? He was in, he had the foot in, and then as he overbalanced, the foot came out. So 149 for 5 in the 42nd over. Hansi Kranya out-stumped Tilakaratne, bowled Anurasiri for 3. And he goes again, and he's caught brilliantly! What a catch. A magnificent catch again from little Jayawardene. My word, that gives the Sri Lankans an enormous amount of heart. Rhodes is out, the key man's gone. 153 for 6. Rhodes out for 28.
Yes, we're going to see here in the replay, he just didn't quite get to the pitch of that one, but what a catch, Peter. Look at that, one-handed. It's incredible, isn't it? So when things are going your way and you're running hot, everything just comes together, doesn't it?
Well, that'll go all the way to the boundary. So that's a big help for the South African cause. The 43rd over's come to an end. It's 158 for 6. Played exceedingly well. And that catch, look at the size of McMillan, who is large, has Don Anurasiri, who is small. Down the ground he goes, Richard Snell. That's in the gap. That's a lovely shot for his first boundary of the day. Well, he played pretty well at Eden Park, and he looks as if he can play very well indeed. Don Anurasiri looking to control him.
We're seeing here he was just a bit wide there, but he gave himself room and he picked the gap beautifully, didn't he?
Anurasiri has the last laugh with Snell going back to give himself some room, and the ball just slips past, and he's out for 9, and South Africa are 165 for 7 now.
Oh, mix up here, and yes, what a throw. Marvellous throw from side on. They have been brilliant in the field today, the Sri Lankans. And Mahanama has thrown the stumps down, and Richardson's out.
Well, there's nothing worse than being run out without facing a ball, and that's exactly what's happened to Richardson. But Mahanama, well, this just typifies the Sri Lankan fielding today. Absolutely outstanding.
Well, I hate it when that happens. Run out without facing a ball. Richardson out for nothing. 165 for 8 in the 45th. Push and run, shot at the stumps, and McMillan gets home, and there'll be another run, an overthrow.
Well, it's all action, isn't it? And it has to be at this stage of the innings. Just a little bit of chaos there.
Over the top goes Omar Henry. That's a very good shot indeed. 4 runs. He got plenty of that on that. And a solid blow by the number 10 batsman. Takes it to 180 for 8 after 47.
Ramanayaka, the 49th over. Omar Henry high in the air. He could be caught. He is caught. Down at long off. So Omar Henry's brief innings comes to an end. Kalpajay, the catch, takes it well, pretty comfortable. And Omar Henry is out. Last ball of the South African innings. Oh, good ball, and they're going for a run. Oh, he's fired at the stumps. There could be another run. Donald's in trouble. He's got a long way to come back. Is he home? No, he's not. He's run out. He's given out. He's not happy about it, but the finger's up. He leaves it. He leaves Alan Donald in no doubt, does umpire Woodward. So the South African innings has ended with a run out. Sri Lanka have done very well. And all 10 wickets have gone. 195. Here it is, the throw. Alan Donald overran at the bowler's end, so he had a long way to come back. Well, umpire Woodward says out, but it was touch and go. But what a good display in the field. Jayawardene, the star, 2 fine catches in the field, but all round a fine performance by the Sri Lankans.
Here's the first ball of the innings. McMillan to Manama. And runs from the first ball. Oh, it's going to be out. No! Can't quite get high enough, Kepler Vessels. And a bit of luck for Sri Lanka. Now they're riding their luck today. Oh, it was a no ball too. No ball because it was too high. Herath is caught by Vessels. So the first wicket's been taken. At last, Donald's got one on line. And Herath is out. The first Sri Lankan is out. Herath caught by Vessels. Bowled Donald for 5. It's 11 for no wicket. 11 for 1.
Yes, we'll see here that stayed on the crease line, look, and just followed it, didn't he? Neither back nor forward. Orthodox catch the first slip, even though it was going down. But certainly the breakthrough that South Africa would have been looking for after such an unusual start with so many wides and no balls being bowled.
So bad luck for Sri Lanka. Chandika Herath is out. Caught Vessels, bowled Donald 5. And in the second over, Sri Lanka are 11 for 1. Well, that's a better ball. And just bouncing short of Richardson. Donald was pretty interested in that. Do you think there was a nick there?
No, I think it might have come off the shoulder here. If we look at the replay, we'll see that, yeah, just above the forearm there. That's why there was no carry on it. The body slowed it down.
Big applause for Albie. He's gone this time. Donald's captured the second wicket. So it's 2 down for South Africa. Sri Lanka have lost 2. Donald's got them both. With Gurusingha, LBW to Donald for naught. It's 12 for 2 now.
Yes, we're going to see here, Peter, that Gurusingha was guilty of not getting forward on here. Still chopping around the crease line. Ball pitched in line. Hit him just below the knee roll. Came forward after the ball struck him, but he actually played that ball right on the crease line.
Gurusingha out for naught. LBW to Donald. It's 12 for 2 in the 4th over.
Driving, lovely shot through the covers. Rhodes gives that one up, races away. Well played, De Silva. Lovely. Yes, he just opened the face a little bit, didn't he? But hit it very sweetly indeed. Oh, he's got that. No fine leg.
Beautifully played by Mahanama.
Very dangerous not to have a fine leg in. He's got a man back deep behind square. Oh, that's well played. 4 more. That's 4, yes. He just dabbed that down and got a thin edge, really, but well played and controlled.
Yorked by Donald, a lovely delivery. That is a big blow. Bowled for 7, 35 for the loss of 3.
Well, this is one of the inconsistencies and uncertainties of cricket, really. A wide the ball before, that one a swinging inducker, a Yorker. Aravinda beaten for pace. Huge wicket. Is Donald delighted or what? So that gives South Africa a huge advantage now, and they're right back into this match.
Aravinda goes for 7 in the 10th over, 35 for 3. LBW appeal turned down by Steve Woodward. I had the feeling that Donald joined in a bit later there. Oh, he's got 4 runs. Mahanama didn't look like a controlled stroke, but it's gone away down there. No one standing in at about second slip to catch it.
There's a single taken, and that brings up the Sri Lankan 50. We're in the 15th over, and they've moved to 50 for 3.
Oh, bad ball, but it's in the air. Could be caught. No, it just dropped short. Well, that's a bit lucky. Snell down there running a long way from backwards square. Hit it very high, Kulasekara, but with no carry on it. That's a bit nasty, isn't it?
Poor old Tillers is hit in the middles.
Yes.
Rather painfully.
And that coming around the wicket, it really honed in on the spot, didn't it? Oh, dear.
Ooh. Yes,
Some of these plastic ones these days, they just don't stand up to it. Omar Henry to continue from the southern end of the basin to Mahanama. Oh, short, and he pays the penalty this time. Clipped away behind point. Good shot, 4 runs.
Yes, Omar Henry not settling into any sort of a length. That was short outside the off stump. There's no one back there on the boundary sweeping, and it was a gift.
Look at the worms there. Really, Sri Lanka's just ahead.
It's a big shot. It's going to be in open spaces, is it? No, he's going to be caught. Well caught by Rushmere out there. And he had to look to see where the boundary was. Delightful for South African supporters. And Kulasekara's innings is ended. Caught Rushmere, bowled Henry, giving Henry his first wicket. Kulasekara out for 17. It's 87 for 4.
Yes, well, the idea was right. That ball was up there. It was in the slot to hit there. He got a lot of bat on it, but it's a long boundary out there. It was a very well-judged catch. Look, becoming aware of where the line was. That was a wicket that South Africa really needed.
That's a big shot. That's going to be caught, is it? No, it's going just clear of Donald. He won't drag it in. That's what Sri Lanka need, a little bit of aggression and a bit of luck. So Mahanama gets the single that he needs for his 50, and now he's got 3 50s in the World Cup, and his 12th 50 for Sri Lanka in one-day internationals. He is 50. Sri Lanka are 106 for 4.
Oh, lovely shot.
I say that was a
brilliant
shot.
shot behind point, crashing it away. With the additional pace of Donald, that just raced across the basin reserve.
A shot from Ranatanga could run away before it has. That was a lovely shot from Ranatanga, and he really has changed the course of this game since he's been here. 30 not out now.
It's a good shot, but Donald's down there. The bounce is favourable, and that's the 150 for Sri Lanka. They're 150 for 4. It's the 42nd over. Oh, that's a big shot from Ranatanga once more. It races down to third man. It seems that the faster these guys bowl, the further Ranatanga wants to hit them. Mahanama's caught at the wicket. Richardson's got in, and Mahanama once too often plays a little dabble. This time he gets an edge, and Mahanama is out, caught by Richardson. Bowled McMillan for 68. Sri Lanka a 154 for 5, and that might make a big difference.
Here we're going to see it here. It was just an orthodox ball, actually fairly wide too. He tried to run it down through the vacant slip position. I think it's a ball to me just seemed a little quicker, Peter, and hurried on to him. he nipped it and the keeper did the rest. But a breakthrough for South Africa. They're certainly happy with it.
It's 154 for 5, and it's in the 43rd over. Well, there's more than a single because that's been hit very well down behind square. That's going for 4. Well played, Hajuna Ranatunga.
This is getting back to what we're saying. This is a bad line, isn't it? It's not the line to be bowling when you haven't got the men out there fielding there.
Well, that was not just on leg stump. That was a long way outside leg stump. In fact, Ranatunga did pretty well to catch up with it. So Wessels is not happy at the moment with the direction of Adrian Caper. 162 for 5. Here's Kirsten. Ranatunga sweeps fine, gets it. It's going to be a big chase for Omar Henry. So he's pulled McMillan out at this stage. He's saving, I'm sure, McMillan to bowl the last 2 from the southern end. So really, it's really well set up. Kirsten bowling and Ranatunga, who's batted splendidly. They'll have to hurry. Oh, they'll get him overthrown too. Fortune favours the brave. Richard Snell was quite reasonable in having a go because if he'd hit it was out. But it was a bit difficult to back up. So a bit of luck for Sri Lanka, and they need it. 167 for 5. Oh, not the outstumped. He is. He's gone. A lovely piece of work from Richardson. And the 6th wicket has fallen for Sri Lanka, with Jayawardene not able to keep his balance and keep in the crease. And he's been stumped by Richardson marvellously from the bowling of Kirsten for 3. Sri Lanka are 168 for 6 now.
Looking at this, I just wonder what he was trying to do. The ball was full enough to get down and drive, and he's trying to play some shot round the corner. But it was certainly smart work by the keeper.
So we're in the 45th over, 168 for 6 Sri Lanka, with Jayawardene leaving. Stump Richardson, bowl Kirsten 3.
That's more like it from Ranatunga. He'll look for a second run here. Donald's got a very strong throw, and they ran it well.
Actually, Ranatunga was back very quickly. I gather, I haven't seen them race, but he's one of the quickest in the Sri Lankan side. The appearances wouldn't really lead you to believe that, would
no,
they?
a bit deceiving, but he ran well here.
Yes, just dabbing it away. He's played that shot very well today behind point. Coming back for the second, and look at him go. Quite comfortable in the end.
Another single here for Ranatunga. So Sri Lanka having trouble getting the ball to the fence here. They're picking them up in ones.
Yes, Ranatunga's the man, the key man, and there's his 50. He's brought his 50 up with that single. It's his 20th one-day 50, and what a marvellous innings. It really has pulled things around for Sri Lanka. Whether it'll win the game, we'll find out in the next 3 and a bit overs.
Oh,
Wide called. Umpire Steve Woodward, the man from Wellington, or Lower Hutt, I should say. He leaves the scorer in no doubt. Alan Donald. He doesn't seem impressed, but it's in the book.
Goes after it. Oh, that's going to be 4 runs. It's gone down through the gully region, and that is a vital blow for Sri Lanka, hit by Ranatunga.
Well, it certainly is. That went very fine. And third man, I don't think he even saw it. He certainly didn't move if he did see it. And it just raced away.
Well, this last over could take a wee while. I think Kepler Wessels and Alan Donald will be very meticulous about exactly where all the fieldsmen are. And Donald's going to work out where he's going to bowl.
The other interesting thing is if we get a tie, and a tie is a tie. There's a point each. We don't worry about countbacks of who did what earlier in the game.
Okay, here we go. The start of the 50th over. Nothing coming in. It's going to be a run out, surely. There is a run out. Kalpajay gets run out. And that is the tension creeping through, and South Africa have another wicket.
Well, panic. Kalpajay looking for a single. It just went through to the keeper. Ranatunga said, no, I'm not having anything to do with that. In fact, he sent him back very wisely, turned his back on him. That's always a good way of getting rid of them. And bingo, he's out.
So Kalpajay comes back, and he's gone for 5, 189 for 7, so still 7 runs left. Only 5 balls to be bowled now.
Well, it's coming down to Ranatunga more and more, isn't it? Because he's going to have to hit a boundary soon. Can't really afford to let the new man on strike with Donald, the bowler. And that's tough going for Ranatunga, but maybe he's equal to the occasion. Who knows? We're going to find out in a moment or so.
Alan Donald signalling to his man way down at third man. 5 balls left. 7 runs required. Ranatunga. He's lifted it away nicely to the wide open spaces. It should be 4 runs, and it will be 4 runs.
Oh, well played, Ranatunga. Marvellous shot. He picks that one up and hits it to the vacant mid-wicket boundary. There's no one within Kiwi. The nearest man is behind square, and he played that very well indeed. Super shot. Oh, what does he do now, Kepler Wessels?
Donald to Ranatunga. He's got a hit, and he doesn't hit.
Well, the only thing is that Ranatunga's off the strike. And how will Ramanayake cope with Donald?
He went out to the fieldsman. He had to throw the stumps down.
So 3 balls remain, 2 runs. And Kepler Wessels, he's marshalling the troops. What does he do? Does he bring men in? Does he keep defending the boundary? Interesting.
Got to bring them in, doesn't he, I think, for the new batsman?
Well, yeah, I don't know that he needs the deep men down it. But let's have a look at that throw before we go into that.
Didn't miss by much.
No.
Donald to Ramanayake. Oh, a full toss. What a good ball. He couldn't get it away.
Straight full toss, very difficult. Of course, it's his first ball. A speedster like Donald, very straight, and that's the key. It's not so much the length in terms of the... But that was well bowled.
2 from 2. Marvellous game of cricket here at the Basin Reserve. Donald against Ramanayake. He's got it away. That's the win for Sri Lanka. Ramanayake comes back for the 2nd run. And in fact, it goes over the boundary. And off the 2nd last ball of the day, Sri Lanka have won it. And boy, are they happy.
Oh, well done, Sri Lanka. All credit to them. They bowled very well this morning. They restricted South Africa. And they came out, they made heavy weather in the early stages of their innings, but Ranatunga turned it round, and in the end, Sri Lanka got through in a real nail-biter here at the Basin Reserve. Thrilling stuff.
A marvellous effort by Sri Lanka, winning the match with the 2nd to last ball of the 50th and final over, 198 for 7, and a man of the match performance there from Arjuna Ranatunga, 64 not out. The winning runs hit by Champaka Ramanayake coming in at number 9. A win to Sri Lanka over South Africa by 3 wickets. Looking at the South African bowling, well, Alan Donald made those early breakthroughs, but in the end couldn't come back and take any more wickets in his 2nd and 3rd spell. He got 3 wickets though, a wicket each for McMillan, also for Omar Henry, the spin bowler, and 1 for Peter Kirsten.